Guys, it's 7 Demo 7. As some of you know, I've broken my ZMR250 frame. Since I posted this on Facebook, there's been a lot of discussion. I have had a couple of instant messages regarding this frame, so I do want to clear a few things up here. That I was running the frame in a configuration that was probably not recommended and probably led to the failure of the frame. Just to let you guys know that this frame has been crashed many times. I've had a couple of control issues where I was losing signal and it would just fall out of the sky, and I fixed those issues, and in the last month or so I haven't had any crashes whatsoever. And actually, as I was tinkering around and doing some of the setup, I actually eliminated 2 of the standoffs that were right here. And like I was saying previously, I've had a lot of crashes, and I actually stripped out some of the screws in these standoffs, so they were just kind of barely hanging on, and I had put some blue Loctite in there to help shore it up a little. So basically, I was running this with 6 standoffs, these 2, and these 2. So these middle 2, I actually had nothing there, which is what I think led to the failure of this frame. So basically, as it was flying along, as I crashed, I think what happened is it was able to hit this top plate and then hit the bottom plate, and as this one was being shoved off, basically it put all the crash energy right into this area right here, which snapped the frame. And obviously this is probably the weakest part of the frame, I would guess. I don't think it's a design flaw. I think it was because it wasn't being braced by the upper plate that really led to its failure. So I wouldn't really fault the frame. It's still a good frame. I'm going to replace it with the exact same one. I'm getting one sent. I should have one here in a few days, because I actually have a FPV race that's going to be coming up in LA that's being put on by Aerial Grand Prix, which is going to be pretty cool. So like I said, there's been a little bit of controversy about this frame. I think I'm probably the only one that's broken one in half. It was, and just to let you guys know, I accidentally shut off the motors when it was about 75 feet up, and it came right down onto concrete at speed. So the only real victim in this crash was this motor. The wires got pulled out of this one motor. Other than that, everything has been spun up pretty well. I haven't tried the flight controller in flight. Obviously, I don't have my new frame yet, but I have a feeling that the only consequences will be this $9 motor, this DYS motor, so I think it's going to be okay. What's kind of cool is that I will have a couple of arms in case I ever need them, some spares if any of my buddies need them. Anyway, it was a learning experience, so when I reset this back up, when I have my VTX back here, I'm not going to leave these standoffs out. That was one of the reasons why I had that there. I have this little protector on there, and I couldn't mount it the way I wanted when it was there. So you can see these things are pretty bent around. So anyway, thought I'd clear that up for you guys. You know, like I said, it stirred up a little bit of controversy on Facebook and whatnot. So there you go. If you guys have any questions or comments, let me know, and I'll show you when my new ZMR is up and running.